Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. And today's date is early Sunday morning, August the 17th, 2014. And I will date today's video with yesterday's date, which will be Saturday, August the 16th, 2014. And the time is 2:32 a.m. And I want to first say thank you to all my fans and my supporters for your continued encouragement and support. And I want to inform all my fans that as you know, I'm continuing to be employed at a Ameripride, same location, right there at the corner of Vance Avenue and Walnut Street, here in the city of Memphis, the state of Shelby, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. And I'm also continuing to further my education at Monroe College, online. And I'm pursuing my associate's degree in business administration with a concentration in business, with a concentration in marketing. As of right now, I just completed the spring semester in my principles of management class, and I also had an information technology class, which was integrated business application, which I withdrew from that class, and I'll be taking that class this winter semester. The fall semester, starting in September. And I'm also, when you're trying to work and trying to go to school, you got to balance your time. You got to have time management. And that's what I've been trying to make sure that I try to manage my time. Excuse me. And that working, like me, I work 8 hours a day. So that 8 hours that I'm not studying. And then when you come home from work, you have family life. And then you gotta have rest from work 8 hours a day. You gotta have rest. And then you got this time that you got to study. So another 16 hours left in a 24-hour day. You got to, like I said, you got to balance it. You got to maintain a balance between work and school. You got to be able to manage time. And it's not always things just word of mouth. Like I'm sitting here saying, manage your time. Sometimes it's like easy said and done, because the unexpected things that each day, just like in your family life, sometimes things that you don't expect to happen, they happen. Not just in your family life, but even at work, unexpected things happen, and that can just cause a dilemma in your time management. And then you have unexpected things that happen in school. So time management of time is a very important issue when you're trying to go to school. Not saying it's an excuse, but saying it's an issue that you have to manage, you have to deal with. And also, while I'm trying to balance my work with school, I have my entertainment interest, my music interest that I've been working on. And that's nothing, balancing my time. But definitely since I had this little time, I've been trying to work on my entertainment and my music interest. And like I said, I'm definitely not content with not being able to do what I've been wanting to do, is to be able to record my music and maybe move to the next level. But gradually, I'm getting to where I want to be. And in the very near future, before the end of September, I've been to do what I wanted to do. But like I said, sometimes unexpected things have come up and they just take my time. But regardless, I'm still working on my entertainment interest, my music interest. And definitely, I'm be able to do what I want to do. And I'm not going to be long in this video. I always communicate and relate with my fans, my support, and what I want and need, what I want and need to do in this video. Like on my other video, I had to deal with current issues, and like I always tell you on my regular viewer of TV2 Africa, they always keep me informed of things that take place on the continent of Africa and throughout the diaspora. And I don't just watch TV2 Africa. There are other media that I pay attention to as well. And but there's some things that got my attention this week with this terrorism stuff. And the governments in Africa are doing a great job in trying to address this Ebola outbreak. And because in the past, diseases were really uncontrolled by many African governments. But as time goes on, many of the African governments are becoming more proficient in their handling infectious communicable diseases and just healthcare in general. And there's a lot that needs to be done to improve the healthcare system of all the African governments. But today, they are doing a whole lot better than what they did yesterday. And there's some things that also was reported on TV2 Africa, is that militant groups like El Shabaab are still active and they continue to recruit. In Boko Haram, they showed this week that that's what they're doing. They're trying to recruit because they're using women and they also using the various little children. And like I said on my previous video, that we shouldn't put so much emphasis on just sitting around waiting on El Shabaab and Boko Haram, Al Qaeda, and all these other militant groups just to keep being violent. There's a time when we need to deal with recruit. You need to deal with the message that these groups use to recruit. And not just sit around wait for them to keep recruiting all these people and then have all these people going around committing all these violent acts as if the message that they are conveying is beyond criticism. That there's nothing infallible about what they are saying. See, when you see a man on a YouTube video or a man the case of the El Shabaab situation, covering up their faces so no one can see who they are. You know, you want to recruit. Who are you? But you want to get this impression that your message is beyond criticism. You know, there's nothing infallible about our message. And yet still you want to cover your face. The man cover his face. Understand? But going wrong. You're going to tell a woman to go out there and put an explosive on and blow herself up and other people. Then you're going to go out there with a little girl and do the same thing. But your message is not infallible. See? That's not true itself. See, there are a lot of things about people can say about Islam that there's no think that people don't have an argument against Islam. People argue against Islam every day at the university, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What do you mean that you're going to be out here recruiting? All these universities around the world, you see all these people walking around who are not Muslims, who have education. We have all these so-called educated women and men who study Islam with their associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and the PhDs. And then you had the nerve to sit around here talking about Islam as if nobody, if there's nobody that can argue against Islam. Well, you walk around with a degree, that's an argument. The classes that you took, people argue about that all the time. That's the reason why they had to make adjustments to the curriculum. That's the reason why they had to change the curriculum in all the different schools at these universities and colleges. And then you're going to go there, and then you're going to go to the college and university and get a degree. But you say your message is not infallible. And you're going to go out and recruit. There's some things been taking place. And the United States government had to respond. And with military response. We already got troops in Afghanistan in combat fighting against the Taliban. And now we're having to send troops back to Iraq. Do something about the recruitment. You got this ISIS. Then you got the Shiite groups. See, it's the Shiites and the Sunnis. And they've been committing some atrocities against another ethnic group in Iraq. Say the men are being lined up, being executed, the women being just unspeakable crimes being committed against the women and also against the children. And nation is responding in that area. But the thing about it is that the U.S. government, again, had to be in Iraq. And I'm going to come back to this humanitarian issue. Because here in America, we've been having some humanitarian issues with the police department around this country, here in America, the United States of America. And we was already dealing with the Eric Garner murder. You know, everybody was watching this case and trying to make sure that justice be had for Mr. Garner and his family, and that the community also get justice. And while we've been sitting there, the coroner, the autopsy, had ruled that Mr. Garner's death was a homicide. They got videotape. I'm talking about the whole tape on tape. There's no doubt. They sitting there watching this police officer on video murder Eric Garner. And within a short span of about a week or two, had another incident of a police officer, white police officer, abusing their authority against a black man or person of African American descent. In the state of Missouri, in the city of Ferguson. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's St. Louis County. But it's a young man, from what has been reported, that he was supposed to start college this week. Mike Brown. And this young man was murdered by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. And they just recently reported that they had the name of the white police officer, last name Wilson. I think his first name Darrell Wilson. I didn't even write it down. But and it sparked a lot of emotion that Mike Brown was murdered. In the way they, by this police officer, by this white police officer. And like I said, in the process of trying to get justice in the Eric Garner murder, in a span of a week or two, we had another incident in Ferguson, Missouri. And the people who live there, the community, the Ferguson, Missouri community, is predominantly African American. But you look at the police force, it's majority white. I think they only got, it's less than 5 African Americans on the police department. But the majority of the people that live there are African American. I think the majority of the elected officials are white. But the majority of the population is black, African American. And people being upset that Mike Brown got murdered. protest. And then the police wanted to stop the protest. And the protesters were not going to be deterred from speaking out and protesting the police abuse of their authority. And there have been people who've been reporting that the protesters destroyed property and looting and things of nature. And based on that, I'm going to refer back to the humanitarian response of the United States government. Because people have been saying things about looting. They've been saying things about the protesters destroying property. And Mike Brown was murdered by a white police officer. So I'm going to go back, refer back, that the United States of America has deployed military personnel to Iraq for humanitarian reasons, because you have a Sunni organization called ISIS, a militant group, and this militant group has a lot of military equipment, and they use this military equipment to harass another ethnic group in Iraq. And what they're doing is committing atrocities. And because of those atrocities being committed by ISIS, the United States of America has deployed U.S. military personnel, airstrikes from in order, and things of this nature. But the thing about it is the reason why is because of humanitarian reasons. Now, let's get back to Mike Brown. Now, the people out there looting, people been accused of destroying property. Now, the United States of America has made it perfectly clear that the United States of America does not sit idly by and let criminals like ISIS commit atrocities against their people and against people in other countries. Now, the United States of America didn't allow ISIS to commit humanitarian atrocities against humanity, against another human being. So what does it mean to loot and tear down buildings? See, what you're doing is protesting about Mike Brown being murdered. His death is an indication that many other white people who live in America have no respect for the law like they say they do. Because there's no reason for any white person to be standing outside with no firearm, claiming that you're trying to protect property. See, that's the same excuse that down in Florida in the Trayvon Martin court case, And George Zimmerman wasn't even a police officer, but he was some kind of volunteer working as a security guard. See, this is what you sound like. You sound like another vigilante yourself. See, you're not even a law enforcer. See, the atrocities that's being committed in Iraq, comparing it to the atrocities that are being committed here in America, still being committed, you'll see that there's no difference. See, there's no reason for no person to love, have all this love in their heart for a convenience store. You so worried about the gas station being looted. Somebody the people that's protesting about Mike Brown being murdered, they gonna bring their cars up to the convenience store and get free gas. See? Some people gonna break into the store and get a few free items, and you upset about that. So you got to go get you a gun and stand outside and be on guard duty. See, it's one thing you need to understand about people having a message. See, let's remember that the United States of America was attacked by some people who had the belief that the U.S. military forces in Saudi Arabia was disrespecting their religion. And they was upset about it. So they took the matters into their own hands. When they hijacked the airplane. And then after hijacking the airplane, it crashed. The airplane. They attacked the World Trade Center. It's been attacked before. It's been attacked before by the cleric from Egypt. What they call the blind cleric. See, America had already been attacked back in the early 90s. But then, people in Saudi Arabia found out that some of the people that live in that country be supporting the Shiites. And then you end up having this problem where the Shiites and the Sunnis are living here in America. Then you find out about Mike Brown being murdered. See, a young man on his way to college. And that after the people that attacked the World Trade Center and all those people lost their lives, fire and police officers. Thing you have to understand, the World Trade Center was rebuilt. They rebuilt it. Everything that was destroyed or knocked down was rebuilt by the United States government by private investors. It's been rebuilt. But the people who was working in the World Trade Center, who was working for the police department, the fire department, for utility companies, all that. They lost their lives. They died. So this is what I'm saying to people who be trying to criticize the protesters. See, the people who came over here were protesting. See, that's what they believe. So they were protesting. And while they were protesting, they attacked the World Trade Center. They knocked knocked it down, attacked the Pentagon, attacked all these different uh, sites where the Muslims had some kind of influence here in the United States of America. And so that's the reason why I'm saying that the people are accusing people of being a looter and being a rapist or a murderer. People do things because of what they believe. And just like I said, people knocked down that World Trade Center, they did that. That's what they believe. And the people who was working there, they lost their lives. They died. But they not coming back. The people who lost their lives in the World Trade Center, the fire department, the police officers who tried to respond to this emergency, they don't get the chance to come back. They don't get the chance to come back. Their lives were lost that day, but the World Trade Center, it was rebuilt. So I say this to the people that be accusing the protesters in the Mike Brown case for being violent, trying to promote violence, trying to promote violence and not only trying to promote violence, but trying to commit crimes other than just looting. They wait till nighttime, come out, and we start seeing tear gas. We start smelling. We start seeing cars on fire, things of this nature. And like I say, they rebuilt the World Trade Center, but the people who lost their lives that day can't get them their life back. You can't give Mike Brown his life back. See, tearing down the store. We for no other person would be mad. And you're not mad about Mike Brown. If you want to sit around and tell people that you're not mad about Mike Brown being shot, but you're mad because the protesters. You understand? Because the protesters is committing crimes. And there's no reason for nobody to listen to that foolishness or that nonsense. Like I said, I won't be long in this video. Let's just continue to strive and then strive for peace. Because when we look at society today, we see a different society where people treat each other with respect. And that's what a lot of people be doing. They be getting respect. And like I said, when we know in the video, they rebuilt the World Trade Center, but you can't get the lives back to the police officer, no fire officer, no work for the fire department. And for all the people that work in the World Trade Center, but they rebuilt that, you can't get a life back to the people. And like I said, I won't be long. Again, my name is Eric D. Johnson. I live here in the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. And I want to thank all my fans' support for the continue encouraging us video, we're gonna continue to strive for peace. Continue to strive for peace, and we're gonna hope for the best. Until my next video, you take care of yourself. I wish each and every one, and also don't forget, before I leave the video, I'm delving into African traditional beliefs, culture, customs, languages, philosophies, religions of the Afro-Asiatic peoples, the Nilo-Saharan peoples, the Niger-Congo, A&B people, the Khoi and Sands people, and the Niger-Congo, A&B, the Khoi, Sands, and the Austronesians peoples, and the information about African traditional belief can be found once you do your search. It can be found. And so I recommend that each one of you that's listening familiarize yourself with African traditional religion beliefs. Until my next video, take care of yourself, and I wish each and every one of you the best.